Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Jessica Kalombo, your host. Today we will be closing on our topic, African spirituality, together with Gogo Mawele, who had taken us through her own life journey, and at the same time who had been also elaborating some more about these topics of where Gogos are going, where are they worshipping, who are they, what do they do, how do they find out about these callings. So today, by closing, we'll be actually talking about how we can protect our Gogos, because they are our people who are still holding the African history, the African wisdom, which can help and save a nation. So without taking more time, let us hear what Gogo Mawele have to say in this on this topic, and how we can also go about in protecting our Gogos and Sangomas. Let us take a look. Why African Gogos and Sangomas are being rejected among African nations? I do believe that my great-grandmother was a healer or a Gogo, a Sangoma, and whereas we have completely rejected that out of our family. And even if you were to ask a question, you are seen as you are not okay. You need to go search for God. You need to be prayed for. You need deliverance because you are now attacked by this spirit. That spirit that is not a demon. That is not okay. So why is that happening among and within our African nations?
You know, to be quite honest with you, society will shun what they don't know. It's in our human nature to reject what we don't know and what we don't understand. And you know what I love about us today is the youth of today is really not scared. We are not scared. We accept our gifts and we go straight head on. What most people don't understand is that's why you're seeing a whole lot of Sangomas today. There's an influx of Sangomas because we are just not scared. What they don't know and understand is our parents had the same calling. Our parents, our grandmothers had the same calling. But now with our parents, they lived in an era where having this type of skin was a problem on its own. What more about them accepting who they are, embracing their gifts, embracing their calling, and shining? It was very difficult. They had the same gift. They had the same gift. It's been there. But we never saw a lot of it like we do now. Because now we are not scared. They existed. They lived through an era where you couldn't be you. You couldn't embrace your culture. You couldn't flourish. You couldn't... having this skin color was not something you could be proud of. How could they have embraced their gifts? How could they have been great? How could they have accepted who they genuinely were? So it's a shame that we're being rejected by society. But you know, to be quite honest, I don't need to be accepted. I've accepted me. My ancestors have accepted me, and my God has accepted me. I will not shrink to accommodate anybody. I will not dim my light to accommodate the next person. This is me. Why should I be rejected for a gift that chose me? This gift chose me. I did not go around looking for this gift. You know, it chose me. And you know, I would get questions or comments like, Gogo, you don't act like a Sangoma. You don't look like a Sangoma. You don't act like a Sangoma when you do this, and that. And my response to such people will always be, my ancestors were not looking for an actor. They don't need me to act like anything. I'm just me. They did not go for what I look like. They went for my heart. They went for my soul. They went for my courage and strength. They were looking for someone who could carry their gift with pride and dignity. And that's all that matters to me. I will not shrink to accommodate anyone or anything. the world will adjust. I won't adjust myself for the world.
Yes.
The world will adjust for me.
Yes, that's so true. That's
Yeah.
so true. Wow, that's even more empowering for those who are also watching, who are
Yes.
you know, on the journey of becoming spiritual healers or becoming Gogos and Sangomas. That is a beautiful message where they have to learn how to accept first themselves,
Thank
so
you.
that everything else will just follow. They
It
don't
will
have
fall
to
into
go back for
place.
love. But that love, when they love themselves, that love will reflect through, and people will come to that light. That is beautiful.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for sharing that. So, how can we educate our nations regarding our callings, and as a Gogo or as a Sangoma? How can we educate people out there, even educate me, because I'm also
Yes.
clueless about, you know, when I'm meeting with someone who's telling me I have a call, is as we walk away from them, or is as we just think they have this self-imagination that they want to follow?
You know, education is very, very important. People need to be open to learning and finding out new things. You know, Jessica, I don't care if you believe in this pillow. If you pray to this pillow, if this pillow is your God, and your prayers get answered when you pray to this pillow. I mean, pillow away. I mean, who am I to judge? So it's a very sad thing that we get judged on what we believe in. I mean, I don't believe in a one world culture. People should be given an opportunity to believe in whatever they want to believe. We are different. We cannot believe in the same thing. Our ancestors are different. Our gifts are different. So it's very important to understand what you are called for. We don't get called for the same thing. So you need to understand what is it they want from you, what is it they expect from you, and the world will follow. Because if someone is not open to learning, if someone is not open to educating themselves, it's a very sad thing, because if you believe in that pillow, I mean, just pillow away. I won't judge you for it. I chose my own path. I chose something that works for me. And everyone should be allowed to make that choice.
That's beautiful. That's true. We are called to be able to step into what we want to understand and
Yes.
what we want to learn as a person or as an individual, in a way for us to adapt to our lifestyles, and then according also to our dreams and our purposes. As you're saying, each and
That's
every
true.
calling have a specific purpose and a specific thing that you need to
Our
do.
dreams are
Yes,
different.
yes, yes.
Our callings are different, and we should be allowed to choose whatever that works for us.
How can we go about in protecting our Gogos as children of Africa?
Oh my God, you know, that one is very, very deep. My daughter is 16 years old, and she trusted when she was 12. She has the same gift, and it really broke my heart, because I know the hardships I went through with this gift. And my job as her mom is to protect her and teach her to embrace it young. This is the most beautiful gift ever. The most beautiful gift. It comes with hardships, but as a mom, it's my job to tell her that you are different and it's okay.
Yes.
Besides, who wants to be like everybody else? You are different and it's okay, and embrace it young. So it's my job to teach her and build her and make sure that she understands who she is. I'm actually very fortunate to be here and be part of her journey, because I can monitor it. The world can be so cruel. The world can be so cruel, and I told her, don't shrink for the world. The world will adjust. This is the gift that chose us. This is a calling that chose us. Nobody wakes up on a normal good day and decide, no, today I just want to be a Sangoma. I mean, I'm just going to pack my bags and
go and ask someone to initiate
go,
me.
Yeah, it's a very difficult and lonely path to go through, which requires support, strength, and courage. So It's not like you just wake up and you're like, today I just feel like being a Sangoma. You pack a bag and you want to go find a gobela and then you go. People need to understand that it comes with a whole lot of distractions in your life. A lot of things don't make sense and you think you are crazy. You think, if you start seeing people, if you start seeing these gogos and you start having all these weird dreams, it's enough to drive anyone crazy. So people need to understand that this is the path that chose us.
Yes.
If there was a way of running away from it,
You would.
trust me, I would have been the first one. Nobody wakes up and wants this gift. It's a hard thing to actually go through.
Yes.
It is.
That's beautiful what you're sharing, and I do understand where you're coming from, and it's true. I think we should be able to step into our spiritual path, a spiritual journey.
Absolutely.
And try to understand first what is it that I need and where is this soul of mine willing to take me to. But because most of us, we tend to make decisions according to the body and not the spirit, because the body feels like this, the body loves this, I will follow it. But then when it comes to the spirit, I will have to also doubt. I will always doubt, oh no, this is not normal, this is not nice. Then we start fighting. True. As you're saying that if there was another road, I would
trust me, I would have taken that road.
So
I would have.
So I would like for you to actually give us your last word, because this is actually the end of our interview. Your advice to African nations who live with Gogos in their adopted religious families. So for those who are maybe Christians, but they have an auntie, they have a sister, they have a brother, they have an uncle who is a Gogo, a Sangoma. What would be your advice to them?
My mom comes from a Christian family. My advice would be to let them be. No one wakes up on a normal good day and decide to be a Sangoma. And the things that we go through, they chow on us. They eat us up. Everyone around you does not understand what you go through on a daily basis. These things will eat you alive. These things will consume you. That's why most people commit suicide. They kill themselves because this can be a lonely path. I believe that everyone should be allowed to follow their own paths. Everyone should be allowed what they believe in and what they choose to follow. And if you don't understand it, don't shun it. If you don't understand it, be open to learning. Learn about it, understand it, and let everyone, I believe everyone should be given and afforded an opportunity to choose the path that they want to take. Because it becomes a problem. With religious families, it's to be quite honest, I have a problem with a living being, with a human being judging me. Can't we just leave that to God? My God has accepted me for who I am. I'm happy being me. This is the path that chose me, and I'm happy following that path and walking on that path. They are guiding me. I'm good. If it does not work for you, that's okay. That's fine. I'm not trying to shove what I believe in into somebody else. Do you and I do me. Do what works for you and allow me an opportunity. Allow me that chance to do what works for me. So not having support from family can make this a very lonely journey, because it is a very lonely path. It comes with doubt already. It comes with doubt, confusion. You're thinking you're going crazy, more especially if you did not know you had this gift. Because our ancestors don't mature at the same time. So you can grow up as a normal child, and later in your life you find out you have this gift, and you're like, oh my God, this is all so new to me. What do I do? Where do I go? And at that moment, because everything is going that way, you just need people to understand you. And do you know how crazy it sounds if I tell you I just saw this old lady come sit next to me and she said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People think you're crazy already. So it comes with doubt and loneliness and not having your family support you. It's the worst thing that you can go through as someone that has the calling.
Thank you so much, Gogo. Thank you so much for undertaking this interview with us. You have shared valuable wisdom with African nations in a way for us to educate ourselves on how we can live together with our Sangomas, our healers, our Gogos, our families, and our own people. And I hope that this will also be the same for those who will be watching this video, in a way for them to understand also maybe those they're living with. It could be their uncles, their aunties, their sisters, or even their mothers. So because if we can understand, as you're saying, if you do not know, go and research and learn and understand. I think if we can give each one of us, if we can take that responsibility to learn, we will be able to live united as one continent. Thank you, everyone. And this is the end of our part on the topic of African spirituality. And thanks to you, Gogo Mawele. Thank you so much for joining us on this channel, African Bijimba, which reveals the sacred secrets of Africa and unite also the African nations through its wisdom. And today, this topic has given us an opportunity to understand our own community and understand our people who are Gogos, who are Sangomas, and how we can live together as one nation, not separating but uniting each and everyone according to their talent, their skills, their passion, and their understanding and their point of view on how they can live better in their community and support their community. If you loved all the messages that have been shared throughout this topic, please don't forget to subscribe and to like and share with others in a way for us to educate our nation and also to unite our nation. Until then, catch me in the next upcoming topic where we'll share again more wisdom on how we can unite Africa as one nation with one vision, with one goal. Until then, bye.